Hello, Max.
Being
What?
shouted at by Zoom.
Oh, God, you're
This
coming out.
meeting
I've
is
got my
being
headphones on.
recorded.
It's recording already. Yeah. I don't want to miss it in case I said something really great. I didn't, though. I mentioned how abandoned I felt because neither my son or you were online and I was here by myself. If you hadn't come soon, I would have started to cry live on...
I'm sorry. I have a thing to do.
No, don't do it. Come back. I got to change the audio so you come through my headphones. Otherwise, these headphones are just for show.
Oh, aren't they always?
Select the speaker. Say something.
Something.
There we go. That's fantastic.
Ask me what I'm drinking. Ask me what I'm drinking.
You're drinking. I don't know, but you got your clothes in the background. You got your sheets in the background. You haven't done your laundry. What are you drinking?
That's not laundry. That's covers.
Covers.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah.
I am a smartass.
Yeah, you are a smartass. Yeah. Peter was actually trying to drink coffee as well, and then he's like, I've got 3 grams out in 50 seconds. Like, it might be a little bit too fine. I think I told him I'd set the grinder up, but I'd done it for a different basket size. So.
All right.
No.
You went all the way to flour.
Yeah, no, I don't know actually. I was doing I'm playing around with this Ethiopian coffee and we just started it this morning, and it you just got to get it dialed in. But I found you got 2 coffees. You got one for me. Can I just reach through and get? I can't.
No, you don't.
Oh,
No.
Yeah. The thing is, what I find is that where a coffee has a okay, come on. So what have you got there? Yeah, is that your favorite?
That's
thing
the chicken coffee.
Good morning.
It's brilliant.
Good morning sunshine.
I actually got myself the barrel age one.
Oh yeah, what did you think?
And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
It's my son's favorite. I know.
It's, you know what? It's terrible as espresso.
No, it's not.
No, it's rubbish. Espresso is rubbish like that.
No, it's not.
Shut up.
All right.
Espresso with that is actually because it's way too strong. It's just
you're just not man enough. Admit it.
No, it's just too many flavors. Do you have taste buds or do you have one every 15 minutes?
No, I'm the sort of person that wants to do you eat wasabi? Do you eat wasabi? No.
I mean, and every now and then,
I rest my case.
Then I regret it. I proceed to regret. This is an Americano made with the barrel age thingamajig.
Mm-hmm.
And it's brilliant. It's
I bet it would taste
absolutely lovely.
I didn't try it as an Americano.
You should.
I'll get some more at some point and try it. Mm-hmm.
I think it's brilliant. Dark Woods, guys, that's genius.
Yeah. So what we're talking about here, so just so audio podcast people, listeners, if you are people and not,
you 25.
Because you just don't know now because you have to put gender explanation pronoun things in front of everything now. I don't understand any of it. But if we're talking about the Darkwoods, sorry. Yes. Well, no, just people keep trying to connect to me on LinkedIn and they, I don't know, they explain themselves. I just want your name. Don't tell me about you're a he, it, them, something or other. I don't care what you are. I genuinely don't. I just don't care. You can be anything to me. I judge nobody. Be whatever you want, but don't have to explain it to me. And don't judge me if I get it wrong. Anyway, so I respond connect people.
I'm sorry, I don't care enough. So
so I'm going to explain how much I don't care about it. That's right.
Just
all right. You saw through my charade there. We're talking about the Darkwoods coffee roaster, people.
Yes.
And we've got a couple of
the most amazing coffee bag, and you podcast users, I'm sorry you can't see it. It's yellow. It's brilliant.
It's a lovely color, which is the most important thing when you're choosing coffee.
Totally.
For those that are new on the whole coffee scene. And we actually have a few because there's a girl, because we cover cocoa industry as well. And she's been contacting me, this chocolate maker has been contacting me saying, can you help me get started with coffee? Because I want to learn more about it and incorporate it into my chocolate designs. So I've been talking to her a little bit about it as well. And actually, that's one of the reasons why I want...
How to get an espresso capsule machine.
Well, that might be going a little bit too far. But anyway, we so we can start this off for the people that if anybody's new and like wanting to get coffee by saying the color of the bag really influences the taste dramatically.
Yes.
And what we should do is we should make a color range, a color chart,
Mm-hmm.
showing how the grays are generally sort of a little bit sort of thicker in texture, but
Yes,
don't have the same flavor profiles and complexity. But
yeah,
when you go up to the brighter
portion
end of the bags,
yeah,
the bright yellows, wow, that's like an explosion of different flavors.
I know.
Yeah.
And
many people don't know this. It's an
ones,
underappreciated and little known fact.
And the brown compostable ones are actually the ones that taste more natural. They have these.
That's when they talk about naturals. It's all about the bag. The bag is a degradable, compostable bag.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's a natural.
And that transfers to the coffee amazingly. Yeah,
it's true. Yeah. Actually, coffee does go through bags. This is one of the reasons why chocolate can actually take on bad flavors, is because they'll often store the sacks next to the cocoa beans, and the fat in the cocoa beans absorbs the coffee flavors, and people going, "This isn't right." Whatever accent that was, this isn't right. Another Italian. So we've got a couple bits of news, and I know it wasn't Italian unless he went to school somewhere up north. So we've got a few bits of one. Look, we've got some modalities to cover off here. Very important. So I vote that I chair this meeting. Seconded, Max. Thank you. So the first thing is we should say Peabury Coffee.
Yes.
This is your last chance, pal, listeners, to get this for free. I've had quite a few new people sign up, and there's a kilo. We're not cheapskates here. No, we're giving away a kilo of coffee, and we're sending it to you for free. Yeah, for free. And all you have to do is just go onto a site. We'll give the link below in the show notes or below the YouTube thing.
So who's the cheapskate now?
Yeah, not me. Huh?
No.
Not me. I'm not a cheapskate.
No, I'm not signing up for free coffee.
Yeah, and we give it away. We give it away to.
Give it away now.
That's what we do. Someone should turn that into a song. So we do that. We do that once a month, and this month's coming to an end. Obviously, the really sharp amongst you will notice that we're on the 19th of June today.
Yeah.
So we've got about
only the clever.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that 1 week or 2 more weeks to go on it? I think
I have no idea.
I have no idea. The thing is, and here's the thing, that I'm moving house in a week's time. So it's possible that next week there may or may not be a show. I think there probably will be, because I'll probably do a terrible show from my phone in a van.
Oh, wow.
Which will be entertaining just to watch me fail. So for those of you that like to see other people fail, tune in next week. And we'll see that. But yeah, so look, get in there, my son. I'm sure, look, the Americans must all watch this show, because we are filled with colloquialisms of the British vernacular, things that we don't all talk like they do on Downton Abbey. We actually have other things and ways that we say things. Get in there, my son, is an important one. As soon as you come off the plane from America, and someone, says anything to you at all, the first thing you should respond with is, get in there, my son. And then they will nod at you like you are a local.
Yeah. And they will tell you, oh, welcome to America. We like guns and we like eagles. He's your gun, he's your eagle.
Honestly, I do think
That's
sometimes, and I can say this because Americans are my dear friends, and I lived over there for 5 years, went to school there. So I feel like, we're, I don't know, like that somehow.
He's intertwining his fingers.
Yeah, my fingers are twined up. I feel like we're that.
And he's flipping me the finger now.
No, I'm not. That was a twisted finger, like that.
He's flipped me the finger again.
Did not do that.
He flipped me the finger.
So we're tight. But so I was on the train coming back from Heathrow Airport one day, and it was a lady got on, obviously from America, because obviously accent, and she came up to me. And she said, "Pardon me, but is this seat taken?" But in an American accent. And I thought, pardon me? Pardon me? She's been watching Downton Abbey. So that's the thing. We don't talk like that over here, love. Anyway, Peabury Coffee, get in there, my son, down below. there'll be a link. Hit on it. Obviously not if you're in America. I'm so sorry, but if you're in Old Blighty or the UK, do that.
Yeah, and that's good coffee. That's
really good coffee. And as a matter of fact, I believe Colombian prices are going up. So it's a Colombian coffee. Colombian prices, I think, are going up because of the problems they've had over there in shipping them out. So,
this is your chance, guys. This is your chance.
Get them before Gerald pushes his prices
right up. At the right price.
Actually, it won't affect you because it's free, but it's going to affect me. It'll affect me when I buy it. It'll be like, so I'm sorry, actually, Nick, we've had to triple our prices because of the whole Colombian thing.
Yeah, actually, Gerald, don't hold the price for Nick.
It's not worth hold the price for Nick, Gerald. Look, I bought a lot of coffee from him recently. You know what I'm calling him now? Well, I got a name for him because we were chatting on the old Instagram. And I said, Gerald, I want to get some coffee from you. Can you send, what would you recommend? And he was recommending some stuff. And then he goes, I'll slip a bag of the Indian in for you, Nick, as well. And I'm like, Gerald, you sound like a drug dealer, And he's like, well, I spent a lot of time out in Colombia, So I said, over there, they refer to him as El Dorado. So he's like, the first bag's free, Nick, but after that, you'll pay. Oh, yeah, you'll pay.
That's what he does, actually. Sometimes he just slips you something in. Like, I wasn't supposed to. Oh, yeah, no, you try it. Okay.
Yeah, you try it. You'll be back. I know you'll be back.
Yeah, and you will be back because 95% of the time, coffee is amazing. And 5% of the time is outstanding.
Yeah. And he's also doing more African coffees now. And this, I believe, is the season for buying African coffees. And it made me think, when was the last time you, Max, had a
coffee
Kenyan
I didn't like?
No, had a Kenyan coffee.
So a coffee I didn't like. I don't know.
I can't remember the last time I had a Kenyan. I actually don't see Kenyan coffee very much. It could be a thing that, I just haven't really looked for it. I haven't seen any Kenyan coffee for a while. Have you?
I don't know.
Well, there you go. That rests my case.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I didn't have breakfast.
I've had breakfast. That was hours ago. It's time for lunch now, mate. It's past 10 o'clock. It's lunchtime.
You wake up at 4 a.m.
I do. I do my yoga at 4.
At 7 a.m. I had someone tripping the premises alarm in the house next door because they're still building it. And one of the builders went and tripped it. And my alarm clock at 7 a.m. was, warning, your presence has been recorded.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's my Saturdays.
Good. Well,
fun.
It's exciting. I talking about houses. I bought a sofa yesterday. You know how it is when you're really pleased with something because you've researched the heck out of it. I mean, just the heck out of it.
And then you find out that it was cheaper somewhere else.
No. I went to John Lewis, and so
it was cheaper somewhere else.
It may be. Look, I don't really care because you know what? You can be cheaper, but I want to buy. I'm trying to buy less things, but make them really good in quality and last. So anyway, I go into John Lewis and I'm bouncing around on all the sofas because I want something that's going to feel right in my bottom. My bottom is rather precious to me. And so I was bouncing around the different things, and there's all these rules now of what you can touch, what body parts are allowed to make contact, and what body parts are not allowed to make contact. So you have to sit in it without touching it with your head, or if you want to put your head on it, they have to go and put sheets down first, possibly a hairnet. Anyway, so I bought this sofa. I was very excited about it. I had my family call on Zoom yesterday with my family. And obviously the bits that aren't living with me, the ones that are like my dad and my sister and stuff. And so my dad, who's I think he's 160 now, said
he listens to us, so you're going to be in trouble.
He actually does listen. But I think what's more, he's got a new hearing aid, so he actually probably can hear it. But anyway, he said, will it fit through the door? And I had that heart-dropping moment. Well, I brought up a picture of the house I'm looking at, and I'm thinking, I don't know if it will. I paid for it. I don't know if it will.
Yeah, I have a very nice desk that came from Italy. Lovely, dark wood, really nice. I think it's 1800, 1700. Really, really nice.
But we're talking the age, not the money.
No, age. And at the time, they didn't really make things to come apart because
No, they're not like IKEA.
exactly. So it doesn't come apart.
Mm-hmm.
My study's upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can tell where it's gone because
Yeah.
there is
Gouges in the
there
wall.
is- yeah, there is. Let's say it left a few marks on the way, and it's downstairs again
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
doesn't fit through the bloody
It
door.
doesn't fit through the door.
No,
I know. Look, this is a common mistake that people make, and you would have thought at my age I would have learned that lesson, but
you haven't.
I haven't, like many other things.
Well,
So going back onto the coffee.
yes, onto the coffee. They can
I
take the
did
window off.
look. Yeah, it's coffee. I want to talk about Starbucks for a second here.
Why?
Because,
Why do you want to swear? Why do you want me to swear?
Well, because
Why?
it's a story about how evil they are, so we can talk about it.
They have spelled my name Mutt, but not Matt as Matthew, Mutt. Seriously, what is your problem? Who is going to call someone Mutt? Which means half-breed.
Half-breed dog. And what do you say that like they made a mistake?
And then if you turn around and you say, well, bitch.
Oh, well, no, that's misogynistic. But there is actually an antonym for misogyny, which I've forgotten what it is.
Androgyny. No,
it's
what am I saying?
It's something. I who knows? Max, we looked it up.
Misanthropy.
No, misanthropic is if you hate people.
Misandric.
I think it is misandric. But how can you be Italian and know more English than I do, sir?
Because
I'm going to go back and start reading the Oxford English Dictionary from page 1.
Because if it wasn't for the Italians, you guys would be still communicating.
No, please get on. Don't go back to that.
And
yeah, we were just cavemen when you came over and invaded. So listen, Starbucks. I want to mention it because in the UK there's a story I just read this morning. I have a bit of difficulty reading stories in the morning because my eyes are a bit sticky and I can't quite.
You run out of arm.
I look at my phone and it takes me probably 30 minutes before I can actually read what's on my phone. But Starbucks, I'm interested to know people's view on this.
Mm-hmm.
They made, I think, over $1 billion in the head office.
Mm-hmm.
In the UK, they are reclaiming back taxes from the UK government because they say they made a loss in the UK. Now,
okay, that sounds like Amazon.
It's well, now a lot of tech companies can do this because tech companies, what you do, there's also things like called the Dutch sandwich and whatever, where you incorporate in one country. And what you do is you move profits, and you do that oftentimes through licensing deals. So you say,
coffee.
I sold this software, but the company that sold it in the UK had to license it from this other company at a very expensive rate. And that other company is in the Seychelles or somewhere, British Virgin Islands, and it's owned by the other company, and basically they pay no tax, and so all the profits go back there. So, and there's a number of different mechanisms for doing that. It's different if you're a physical unit. But here's the thing. They actually made a profit, but what they then did was they put a huge, wait for it, administrative expenses that went through, that took it from the profit all the way down to such a loss that the government has to write them a check for like 4 million quid of our money. And obviously the head office is making over $1 billion for the year. And my question is that right? I'm not saying that I'm from a tax law point of view. I'm just saying, is it right that we have that? How do we feel about a company that does that? Max says it all with a wave of the finger.
It's right because the rules are the same for everyone, but there shouldn't be this kind of escamotages for. I mean, it's just cheap.
The thing is, the rules are there and they help small companies. So if you're a growing company, and actually the other way around, so carrying losses forward, I can understand. Taking losses backwards, I'm not so sure about the case for. The case for carrying losses forwards means I'm starting up, I'm a small company, I lose money for a couple of years, and then I start to make money. But because I know when I'm starting out that when I'm losing money, I can offset those losses against future profits for a year or two, I feel better about making the investment, right? It's different when you're a conglomerate, global, huge business, and you're taking a profit that you made today, and you're saying, actually, you're taking a profit you made today, and you're saying, yeah, those losses I made. So it is carrying the losses forward. They are carrying the losses forward. The losses they made. No, sorry. They're doing the other way around. They're saying we made a loss today, and we're going to offset that against profits we made a couple of years ago. And so now the taxman has to write them a check. So what they're basically doing is they're taking the losses today and saying, give us the money back from the profits we made the year before. Mm-hmm. And that I can't see the business case for that really. And especially not for multinationals, big companies. But anyway, all right. So I just wanted to raise that. I wanted to have a moan. I personally don't agree with it. I can see for smaller businesses, tax things being there for a reason. But anyway,
to me, it's just the fact that they made so much money that just tells me that these people are going to struggle, because this is nice. This is actual nice stuff. Mm-hmm. But if Starbucks,
he's holding up the Darkwoods coffee there, and so are Peabury, and so are Carvetti, and so are a Beanbury, and
all the small roasters. Everyone. This is an echo chamber, unfortunately, because we are talking about something we like to people that listen to this topic, because we are talking about something that they like. So we're not going to change anything.
No, but we're going to talk like we can. Having said that, I don't know. I mean, I write this stuff up on the website.
Which is read by people that like coffee anyway.
It is read by people that like coffee, but more and more you get more and more people that are coming into
which are into the coffee. But it's
but more and more normal people are coming into the coffee, as long as you welcome them and don't keep them out with barriers of snobbishness.
Yes, but we're bound to be snobbish.
I know, as long as they don't know that, Max, then we'll be okay. Now, I want to talk about something else. I was planning to tell you this so you'd be prepared.
But you didn't.
I didn't.
I was really ready. I had lots of jokes about rockets.
Okay. No, the rocket. Yeah, no, we're not going to talk about that. So seriously. Instead,
there's 1,000 different coffee machine makers. Why would you choose that one? Or Slayer?
Yeah.
And I'm going to stop
because we can cover that in another podcast. Why you would?
Oh yeah.
But today we're going to talk about something called the Osma. You ever heard of that?
Osma.
Yeah.
No.
What's interesting? You'll like it. You'll like the idea about it. Let me.
I love it. I love the idea.
What you should do, because it's all very sciencey, and you, sir, are a scientist with sciencey brains. And the Osma is it's one of these machines. You've heard of the extraction using sonic vibration of coffee, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Really, because it will over extract and then stuff will crush out of solution.
Mm-hmm. So there's been, if I can find it, I'm going to go and put you on a different virtual machine over here, a little virtual thing.
I apologize. There is pollen getting into the room and I'm struggling.
Oh, really? Are you, do you suffer from hay fever?
Yes, terribly.
So many people, my son, my wife, they all suffer from hay fever.
And I moved next to... I feel so
blessed that I don't.
Yeah, and I moved next to a nature reserve.
All right.
Love it here. Good, I go out and I explode into a ball of sneezes and...
Explode into a ball of sneezes.
Yeah.
I'm going to share my video, if I can work out how to do that. And then, but whilst I work out how to do that...
Go on share and you go share video.
Yeah, okay.
Shows your age.
No.
The millennial here is kicking your ass.
I know. Okay, hold on. When I was living, I told you I lived in America. Well, I actually was in a place called Iowa, Dubuque,
Iowa. Wow.
Anyone here from Dubuque, Iowa? Anyone here?
No, I'm not really interested in corn.
And lots of corn there.
But it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite albums from the Slipknot. So I do like Iowa.
Don't even know what that is, but there were very nice people there. I went to school there for a number of years, and I'm still in touch with quite a few of them actually. So, and anyway, so I was there, and I got something called strep throat, which is a terrible, terrible cold. Mm-hmm. was over Christmas and no one was around, and I was very bored. I was sitting in the dorm room because I was a student at the time. I was sitting in the dorm room, and my friend Eric Liddell, who's a pilot, I think for US Airlines or something now. Eric Liddell came along. He's the only one other one there. And he said, "Do you want to come to the shopping mall?" I said, "Yeah, all right, go on. I got nothing else to do. I'm so bored." So we went to the shopping mall and I'm walking on. He said, I'm going to be here for an hour. I said, "If you feel ill, I'm not taking you back. You just wait." So as soon as I got there, I said, "I'm ill, Eric, take me back." He said, No, I told you I'm not going to take you back. I don't even wait an hour. So anyway, so I'm walking around feeling miserable. Mm-hmm. And I walk into a card shop because it's when anything's open. And as soon as I walked in, the bright lights hit me and I had to sneeze. And have you ever had that thing where you have to sneeze so fast, you don't have time to take your hanky out? And so my reaction was to turn around behind me to sneeze. I don't know why, because I didn't want to sneeze in front. I didn't want to sneeze over myself. So I would like this. And I turned around and I sneezed and there was a woman right behind me and I covered her in snot. I mean, I covered her. And there was actually, she had a hat on and it was dripping down the hat. And I took my hanky out belatedly and I started to dab it on her. I said, "I'm so sorry." And she didn't say anything. She just stared at me. She couldn't believe it. And I ran away. Right. So we're on the Bar Talk site.
And that's when she jumped into a fireball.
Yeah. And check this out. Look, the Osma unique design. So this is what it looks like. I personally think it looks ugly. Okay, but you probably like it.
Yes, it's probably. I think if anything, it looks uglier than the what do you call it? Than the decent, which is
an
achievement in itself.
It is. They've really gone for something. They've obviously gone for a design look. You can't quite see it from this picture here, but this kind of bronze bit at the bottom. So for those that are listening, you're looking at what looks like a kind of, if you're into brutalism architecture, this would fit very well. It's kind of like the concrete.
No, I think it would look ugly even there.
Well, it would, because I actually like brutalism, but I don't like this machine. But it's kind of, it's like brutalism meets a nuclear power reactor. At the bottom here, it's got these rods. Yeah, at speed, it collides. At the bottom, you've got these are rods. Here's how it works, though. But this is actually quite interesting.
Is it now?
Yes. I'm going to scroll down to the how it works section.
Yeah.
So you can see here, actually, there's a little, I'm pointing, which is kind of stupid. You can see almost like what looks like a steam wand coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
it's not a steam wand. It's a straw.
It's a straw.
It's a straw.
And it circulates water through it and you do cold brew with it.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
But
I've seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen it before too. Well, I haven't seen this, or you've seen this machine before or something similar to it?
I've seen this machine before. It was everywhere.
Okay.
They're doing a very aggressive, what do you call it?
They haven't even released it yet. How can you have seen it before?
Well, because they're doing a very aggressive
marketing campaign.
So it's coming up a lot. So is this for cold brew?
It's for cold brew. So let me just explain for people how it works.
Why do they have, wait. So I see a blue to red thing. Why?
Because I think that is where the pressure builds. Not heat, but pressure.
Pressure.
Yeah. Because you've got the diaphragm pump right there.
Right. So you have, basically you have a coffee machine that recirculates water into, so you put your cold water cup at the bottom and you have your coffee machine as a coffee machine normally.
Yeah, so it looks like an espresso machine, right? Yes. So it looks like an espresso machine.
Yeah. So you have your group head, grind your coffee into that.
Yeah, got an E61 group head with a 58 mil portafilter.
E61. Why would you have an E61 group head if you don't?
I don't know, but they just said that you do because it makes it look more, legit.
That's stupid. That's pointless.
It's legit.
It's utterly pointless.
Yeah,
pointless and legit. A lump of metal. But anyway, whatever. So you have your machine that picks up the water from your cup and starts to pump it through the group head into the coffee, through the coffee and into the cup. And then it picks up from the cup again. And it's basically,
you missed out two parts.
What?
So when it goes into the coffee, they've got it made such that when the carbon dioxide starts to come off, when it blooms, that pressure builds.
But if it's cold, it doesn't bloom.
It does bloom, apparently. Because there's a couple of things. Maybe because the other thing they do is they agitate it with the vibration. So they call it harmonics because that sounds better than sonic vibration. But basically, They use the sound waves at a specific frequency, which agitates the coffee. They put the water in. They say it blooms. As it blooms, gas is released. That creates, they say, up to 10 bars of pressure or more.
No, it doesn't.
They say it does.
It bloody doesn't.
Well, they bloody say it does. Well, they say it is possible.
The pump generates.
They promise it's possible, and
the pump
they pinky
generate
swore.
that pressure. There's no 10 bar of. Anyway, whatever.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, they said there's 10 bars of pressure, and it blooms, and then it goes back down, and then it recirculates.
Yeah.
And in about 1.5 minutes, you've got yourself a delicious cold brew. And they gave it to lots of extremely well-placed journalists who know nothing about coffee, I imagine.
Exactly.
But you're talking about people like the FT and like that, who all say, "Oh my God, this is the best cold brew I've ever had."
Think how bad the others were.
I don't know where where else they're getting the cold brew from.
So I'm gonna wear my white hair wig. And I'm going to start talking very softly and give you the ultimate technique to have a cold brew using the same system. You take your French press. You put 60 grams of coffee finely ground into the French press. Add cold water at the temperature that you like. Potentially, I would actually do 4 degrees. So you store your cold water in the fridge, pour half a liter of that water in, stir, put the plunger on top without pressing, and put it into a sonic bath that you can find, for example, for jewelry cleaning.
Right.
For about 10 to 15 minutes, you can optimize that, and you can put ice cubes in the water of the sonic bath so that it stays cold. And that's it. Enjoy your coffee. That's it.
Huh. That seems a bit too simple. Surely you need to spend money and do something complicated.
Sure. You can call it my technique. You can call it max technique, max extraction, or whatever you want.
Huh. Okay.
It's literally the same principle. It doesn't look as cool. I can see a few flaws into this system, and I like it. It's a new thing, and it's great. I don't think they invented anything.
Well, they didn't invent anything. As I say in the article, actually, there was a patent, I think, in 2005 or thereabouts from a Korean fellow. What they have patented, and I looked into it, what they actually have patented is the recirculation feature, which, if you ask me, is kind of weak. It's kind of like, okay, it sucks it up and it goes around more than once.
Yes, but then you're gonna have how do you clean the tube effectively?
Oh, that's actually a really good question.
Because you're recirculating coffee,
grotty coffee,
and dissolved solids, which actually have been into an ultrasonic device. So that solution will be super saturated.
Yeah.
And a super saturated solution will tend to crash out. So you will have deposit. So you might not be able to wash everything off all the time. So you might need to use Cafizza, you might need to use harsh chemicals to get the stuff out from the circulation device. So I don't know. I'm not really, I would like to be able to clean it.
Well,
better.
There must be, what you probably do, Max, because I'm an expert in all this kind of stuff.
Of course.
So let me just explain this to you. Let me mansplain this
go ahead.
to you. Okay. So what you do is you put a solution in the glass and then you run it.
Cafizza.
Yeah. And then just run it through. So what's the problem with that?
Yes and no. You can use Cafizza as much as you want. Then you take apart your coffee machine and you will see that there is coffee stuck in there anyway. Which probably will not exchange, but still, eventually it's gonna build up. I don't know. I don't like the idea of having the coffee recirculating through a pump. I don't see where it goes. I want to have clean water going through the pump into the coffee, and that as a one-way system, not as a recirculating thing. I mean, no, I'm not comfortable with that. I like the idea. It's pretty cool. I think it's a cool device. It's a cool gizmo to have if you have money to spare. I wouldn't buy one, me.
Yeah.
But
well,
it's me.
Yeah.
It's a new thing. It's good. But it's not for me.
Yeah. No, it's not for me either. Not at $695 either.
What?
Sure. Yeah, I know.
Dude.
Yeah. 695 smackaroos. And it's not even the best pre-order, mate. Because they don't actually make it yet. And if you bought one of the other ones on Kickstarter or something, which is made by another company, they never got them. So I'm a little bit shy of giving.
Can you make
money.
latte art with it? No, so it's pointless. You can't make proper coffee with it. There you go.
Did you read our latte art article on?
No, I absolutely I avoided it, and I actually saw it when you were showing me the website, and I put my hand in there.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's good.
Go away, you and your latte art.
Listen. We're 40 minutes in. We're gonna wrap up the show. I just wanted to say that next week, who knows what's going to happen? Something will happen, but who knows what it is? Nobody. I don't know. If somebody does know, could they tell me what's going to happen next week? That'd be great. Write in and let us know.
And do get the barrel aged thingamajibs, coffee beans from Darkwoods, which is brilliant.
Yeah. Definitely get that. And then
absolutely hilarious. I love them.
Yeah, I do get that. It's actually very good. Don't trust Maxo about it not being a good espresso, because I liked it as an espresso, but it probably is better as an Americano or a.
It worked out nice. You know what it reminded me? It reminded me of the Caffè Corretto, the corrected coffee, which is you order a coffee and you put a shot of either grappa or a whiskey. In this case, actually reminded me of a barrel-aged grappa, which is literally what they did without the alcohol.
Well, it's Irish. It's an Irish coffee, but without the cream.
I would say actually it's not. It's more it's more literally you just get the good stuff. You just get the barrique flavor, so the tannins and then the oak flavor that is extracted. It's really nice. Actually,
so you're saying you
really
like it, Max? Okay, that's great.
I do like it.
How much are they paying you, Max? Because you're supposed to split the cut with me. All right, so let's wrap this up. Next week, who knows what's gonna happen? I will tell you next week which grinder I bought.
Ooh, you buying a grinder?
No, I bought one.
You bought one?
I bought one.
Comandante.
Well, it's not it's not what you think, but then it is
not what I think. Okay, so it's the Easy Presso.
You don't know what I got. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to leave you dangling.
I see it behind you there.
You don't see it behind me because I haven't got it yet. So
you have it.
No, I haven't, but it was a nice try.
I broke into your email.
You hacked my email and
I hacked your email. It's password 123 is not safe.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Okay, I'm going to change the password 1234. That'll foil everybody. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you again, Max. Finally, would you get around and get to that laundry behind you, please? That would be great. Thank you. What's that book about? The old Viaggio al Centro della Terra. Yeah, the amount of times I've read that.
I'm pretty sure you have. It's Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh, is it? I actually have read that. Yeah. I thought you can say Grapes of Wrath. Okay.
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't read that? My friend, have a great weekend. We will catch up with you very soon.